Presocratic philosophy was the period of ancient Greek philosophy that preceded Socrates and focused on explaining the natural world without reference to divine intervention or supernatural forces. This period began in the 6th century BCE and lasted until the 5th century BCE. Thales of Miletus, considered the first philosopher in the Western tradition, believed that everything in the world was made up of water, which he considered the primary substance from which all things originated. Anaximander, a student of Thales, believed that the universe was infinite and that all things came from the apeiron, or the infinite and boundless substance that he believed existed before the universe. Anaximenes, another student of Thales, believed that air was the primary substance from which all things came. He argued that air could be condensed and rarefied to create different forms of matter. Heraclitus believed that the universe was constantly in a state of flux and that the only constant was change itself. He famously said, "You cannot step into the same river twice." Parmenides, on the other hand, believed that change was an illusion and that the universe was static and unchanging. He argued that all things were ultimately one, and that the appearances of diversity and change were merely illusions. Empedocles believed that the universe was made up of 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. He also believed in the concept of love and strife, which he saw as the forces that governed the behavior of the elements. Zeno of Elea is famous for his paradoxes, which challenged the idea of motion and change. His most famous paradox involves the race between Achilles and a tortoise, in which he argues that Achilles will never be able to catch up to the tortoise, no matter how fast he runs. The pre-Socratic philosophers paved the way for the development of philosophy as a discipline and laid the foundation for the work of Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle, who would come later. Their ideas and theories about the natural world, metaphysics, and epistemology continue to inspire and challenge philosophers today.